My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is August 7, 2025. It is 5:49 a.m. This is my third video. Today I'm like in a mood to record, get a lot of tweets out of the way, because if I leave them, I'm not gonna touch them. So on my last recording, I had this on the list, part of Center Bally, but the conversation had nothing to do with Center Bally, so I remove it. So I'm creating this video to put this by itself along with some other tweets. Okay, so I have what, 2, 4, 5 tweets, and most of them are videos, I think. All right, Venus Williams didn't return. She reclaimed 16 months off, and now she's back fronting movie Claire UK and Gucci, Lacoste, and Absolute Control. This isn't just a comeback, it's a reset on her terms, and the fashion unmatched. Okay, I think I have shared that video. What match she was playing? She won, and then she mentioned she came back because of what was it, healthcare or something like that. But anyway, let's listen. 3 minutes and 26 seconds.
Venus Williams is back, and not quietly. She did the digital cover of Marie Claire UK, and the feature is a masterclass in grit, grace, and glamour. It's not your typical comeback story. She's not performing for approval or chasing headlines. She's moving with purpose. This return is on her terms. She opens up about what led to her 16-month hiatus, rehab, hip surgery, fibroids, but more importantly, she talks about how recovery isn't failure. It's self-respect. And the way she frames it is also calm, so powerful. No drama, just this is about me. Not the rankings, not the press, me. And you can feel that self-assuredness in every shot of this editorial. She's styled like a woman who's not only lived several lives, but owned them all. For the cover, she's wearing a Lacoste polo-style knit wrap dress that hits this perfect note between sport and sophistication. It's minimal, but still luxe. Styled with a chunky gold choker by Van Gort that gives it this warrior edge. There's nothing accidental about the look. It's thought out, streamlined, and confidently understated. Then there's the showstopper, a butter yellow silk mini dress by Gucci, styled with vibrant purple tights and black slingback heels. It's playful, unexpected, and honestly one of the best color stories we've seen this season. They top it off with a lavender feathered handbag and oversized accessories that feel both modern and retro. It's the kind of outfit that requires presence, and Venus wears it like it was designed for her. Another standout, a snakeskin print dress, paired with thigh-high patent leather boots and oversized sunglasses. The mix of shine, texture, and attitude gives it this unapologetic edge. It's giving fashion CEO who could still crush you on the court. She also stunts in a fuchsia faux fur coat, cinched tight with a wide leather belt. It's full-on drama in the best way. Between the texture, the silhouette, and her stance in the photo, you get softness and strength all in one frame. And if you look closer at the fashion credits, the editorial also pulls pieces from Stella McCartney, Balenciaga, and Tom Brown. These aren't random choices. These are brands that reflect structure, bold silhouettes, and intelligent fashion. The kind of looks that matches Venus's energy. Athletic, elegant, and unafraid. The jewelry by Van Gort and Bulgari adds quiet luxury. Think sculptural gold cuffs, bold rings, and classic watches. They don't scream for attention. They frame it. The accessories in the shoot work more like punctuation. They give emphasis to everything she's saying with her posture, her presence, her poise. What's refreshing is none of this feels like fashion for fashion's sake. All reflects who Venus is now, and this point in her life. And she's not here to conform. She's not asking permission to take up space. She's creating space and doing it in velvet, snakeskin, and silk. Even when she talks about cosmetic enhancements, she keeps it grounded. She says she'd only consider them if it made her feel more confident. There's no preachy energy, no performative body positivity, just honesty. And that's the thread running through all of this. Honesty, strength, clarity.
Okay, so that's that. Let's read some of the comments. Okay, softness and strength. It's beautiful to behold. Great review. Can't wait to read this. For some reason, I thought it had to do with the tennis match. For some reason, I don't know why. Okay, I love Venus and Serena. They deserve everything because they listen to their father who dared to dream for them. Venus is so beautiful. Those cheekbones are incredible. You said it best. Creative confidence. Define her well. She is truly a treasure. Wow, Venus look amazing. Love this energy. Venus is pure class. Speaking of comebacks, at Stefan, who's that? Stefan Wegler had a great take on athletes rewriting their narratives. Fashion, she never misses. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Very interesting. I didn't expect this. I didn't know it was that review. So there's another video of his. So we're rewriting history now. Jessica Mulroney threatened a black woman during Black Lives Matter. Meghan cut ties, and somehow Meghan's the problem. You skipped the scandal because it didn't fit your anti-Meghan agenda. We see you loud and clear. All right, what is this about? Okay, I just read that. It has to do with Jessica Mulroney. I know she is divorcing the husband. Oh, I don't know who's... Anyway, they're splitting. I think I mentioned it in one of my videos, but let's listen to this. Almost 4 minutes.
Okay, do you see these two? Meghan Markle and Jessica Mulroney used to be BFFs, and I'm probably saying her last name wrong, but she just, said that Meghan Markle is a dark cloud, okay? Mind you, two of her sons were page boys at her wedding, royal wedding, and her daughter was a bridesmaid at her royal wedding. So these two were fucking close, okay? Thick as thieves.
Austin, let's talk about the lie you keep repeating without thinking. You claimed Jessica Mulroney called Meghan Markle, Meghan Sussex, a dark cloud. Where's the quote? Where's the footage? Where's the screenshot? I'll wait. Oh, that's right. You don't have one. Because it never happened. The line was never said by Jessica. It came from anonymous tabloid sources years ago. The same kind of sources that claimed Meghan made Kate cry, which was proven false, that Meghan faked her pregnancies, and that she was demanding avocado toast while killing the planet. That's the level of garbage you repeat. No receipts, no credibility, and absolutely no critical thinking. But since you brought up Jessica Mulroney, let's tell the whole story. Jessica didn't disappear from Meghan's life because Meghan is a dark cloud. She disappeared because she tried to weaponize her privilege during a global civil rights movement.
That was, when that happened, that was at the beginning when I started talking more about Harry and Meghan. Alright, so let's continue.
2020, at the height of Black Lives Matter, Jessica threatened Sasha Exeter, a Black Canadian influencer, behind the scenes over a post, encouraging people to use their platforms. Jessica felt attacked by a generic call for allyship. And instead of reflecting, she privately messaged Sasha, threatened to sue her, and made herself the victim. Then Sasha went public, and when Jessica got exposed, her show got pulled. Her brand deals collapsed. Her name trended for all the wrong reasons. Meghan said nothing publicly. But after everything Meghan had been through, racism, press harassment, lies, abuse, she quietly stepped away. And honestly, that was generous. Because if any of us had gone through what Meghan had, we wouldn't have stayed quiet. We would have lit matches. Now, here's the part that's worth talking about, Austin. You didn't bring up the BLM scandal. You skipped it entirely. You made it sound like Jessica was some loyal friend who got discarded for no reason. And Meghan was just being diva energy. That was a choice. That tells me one of two things. Either you didn't bother to do your homework, or you did, and you chose to pretend the incident didn't matter. So which is it? Because either you're too lazy to learn the full story, or you're completely fine brushing past racial scandal in order to prop up your little anti-Meghan narrative. And honestly, neither option makes you look good. You sat there trying to paint Meghan as a bad friend, but never questioned why a grown woman with global influence would distance herself from someone who threatened a black woman during one of the most painful public racial reckonings of our time. You didn't expose anything. All you exposed was your own bias. So here's your correction. Meghan didn't end a friendship because she's a diva. She ended it because silence in the face of racism isn't neutrality. It's
okay, maybe in public they don't show each other in public, but we don't know behind the scene. They might still remain friends, okay, because men, they are public figures, okay. So I will not see how this long friendship will just cut out like that really quickly, okay. So they probably still friends, talk in the background, probably come to her house or whatever, whatnot. I'm just saying. I'm not saying this is a fact. I'm just saying. Okay? But for the public to go out in public due to their position in society in terms of public figure, all right? So they keep their public image separate, but they could still remain friends. All right? So let's continue.
It's complicity. And Jessica proved she couldn't be trusted. And if you're the kind of person who conveniently forgets that when you're trying to make Meghan look bad, then maybe you're not as objective as you think you are. Maybe you're exactly the kind of person who sees a BLM scandal and shrugs. That's what you really said. Loud and clear.
All right. So in terms, we don't know what's going in the background, because I just don't see how Meghan could, because of that incident. Yeah, she might be, I don't know how she might take that, not truly in agreement with it, because Meghan is black. So publicly they may not be seen together, but I don't see the friendship will stop right away. There might be some understanding and reflection and things like that. Her kids were at her wedding. So, but anyway, let's see here. To be honest, we don't know if the friendship really ended. Okay, so there's somebody who see the same thing. To be honest, we don't know if the friendship really ended or they just drifted apart. They live in different countries and 3,000 miles away. They're both busy with young families and work. It happens. I won't be surprised if they still keep in touch, but just not as often. I agree with that. This is exactly what I was thinking. Okay, 100% truth bomb. There's that. Jessica needs to take responsibility for her disgusting action. She has herself to blame. Okay, I don't follow her. Even when I was talking about her, I don't know, not too long ago, could have been last week, I was talking about her separation with her husband. Okay, I don't know much about her, but it seems like Meghan and her have been friends for quite some time. I just don't see that friendship to be cut out really quickly. Some of the things that were being played out in the public was not directed at Meghan personally, between Jessica and Meghan. So I don't see the friendship will stop right away. Okay, they might explain each other's point of view privately. The friendship might still remain, but because of the position, the platform, public figure that both of them are, so it's best to keep it separate so they don't lose, I don't know, they just don't do things publicly because of their own respective reasons. Pretty much, they just don't want to taint each other's image. Okay, they both have their own respective followers. Some of their followers probably, follow both of them or separately or whatever. They just don't want to taint each other's image, because you see how the media is against Meghan 24/7, nonstop, 365 days a year, nonstop. So to prevent some kind of ripple effect toward Jessica, it's best to keep the public image separately. At first, they show us who they are. They were friends and everything like that, and both of them are public figures, and they need to raise money. Like one of the comments said, they have families to raise and stuff like that. They need to make money. So, because the way the media is going after Meghan nonstop, could even be with Jessica as well, but I don't follow her for me to know. But it's best to keep it separate, but their friendship, it's private. All right, this is the thing that Harry and Meghan been saying in the UK. All right, keep their private life private, and their public image, you take pictures as much as you want.
This is half my official role, but half my private role. This is what I enjoy doing, but the private life has to be private, and I hope people respect that.
So to prevent from tainting each other's image, to their followers or whatever, it's best to keep it separate. Their public image separate, private. They do whatever they want. All right, so that's how I feel about that. We don't know for a fact, but from the outside, that's the way that I see it. But I don't see the true friendship to be died out completely. All right, so that's that. And other people have said something similar to how I'm feeling. All right, next tweet. A grown man child that looks and sounds like a mouse with energy to match watches Jamie Kern-Lima and Meghan Markle speak calmly and had a meltdown on camera over their tone. You don't need to read misogyny and books. You can watch it live stream itself in HD. 2 minutes and 21 seconds.
Hold on, who the fuck is this woman? Like, what in the hell is going on? Why are they talking like that?
Wait, hold on. You're asking why they're talking like that?
Why
Have you
is
heard
it?
yourself?
Who is she?
Oh, Tom. Let's start with the basics. You don't talk. You whimper in bullet points. You're not delivering takes. You're leaking insecurities through a microphone. The voice, weak, unsteady. It sounds like it's trying to escape your mouth before the sentence finishes. That's not coincidence. That's nerves. You call yourself a professional shit talker, but you sound like someone who needs to ask for permission before giving an opinion. You're not sharp. You're not clever. You're a man-child with a mic and no message. You react to everything and build nothing. The face, mousy. The voice, mousy. The energy, mousy. Every reaction you post is a full-body panic attack because a woman spoke with clarity. That's emotional instability. You flinch. You grimace. You gasp like someone opened a window and let common sense in. It's performance art from a man-child with zero range and even less presence. Jamie Kern-Lima built a billion-dollar company. Meghan Sussex rewrote the rules of royal history.
Man, if you listen to her podcast, her grit and not wanting to quit, it's unbelievable. She earned that money. I mean, what is wrong with these people? Why can't, if they don't like her voice, guess what? Don't listen. Don't listen to her. But take out the information that they're putting out there. Oh, God help us. This society is in big trouble. Big, big, big trouble. Let's continue. It's very sad. This is the way these people are. And then they have a platform. Instead of using it for something, okay, it may not be something I agree with, but to mock someone who has a platform, who's letting people know her story. Okay? Her story, how she achieved what she has now. It's almost like reading a book when the person is telling you. You could learn from it. But instead you have these people mocking her. I'm telling you, evil have taken possession of many of these people's body. Because I don't see why would someone think, and it's a growing up man. It's not a child. Oh my God. But many of these derangers are not, JTB is not letting them do their nonsense peacefully because he's going after them. Let's continue.
You watched their interview and lost control of your eyebrows, your voice, and your self-respect in one video. That's a meltdown. You're not giving charisma. You're giving crust. You look like you filmed from the floor because that's where your self-esteem lives. You talk big, but your energy says scared little man-child, begging the algorithm to notice him. You want to be a presence? You're not. You're a punchline. You don't serve looks. You don't serve brains. You don't serve relevance. You serve twitchy reactions and dry skin. You sit there mugging into a camera like that's a skill. It's not. Your face moves more than your point does. You drag your sentences out, hoping they'll sound smarter when they land. They don't. You sound like someone who's rehearsed this in the mirror too many times and still didn't get it right. You're not locked in. You're lost. And the worst part is, you think this is your thing. It's giving incel energy.
Thank you, JPT. Brilliant, to the point. Tom needs a tune up with an extra scoop of bass in his voice. He's still recovering from getting bullied as a kid. He will never go toe-to-toe with a man, so to make himself feel good by attacking women from the safety of his home, something he will never do in their faces. 100%. That's the clap, man child. Tom, clown, the joke is on him. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, so this is Henry VIII. I haven't been posting her tweets lately. It's always somewhat satisfying to see which women fall into the Meghan Markle trap the press loves to set, and which don't. Intelligent, sensitive women who have suffered similarly at the hands of misogyny and logy, unforgiving public know to be allies to the Meghans of the world and not join the pile on. I'm wondering if she was making reference to Sanduka, the Santa Bali thing. This one was posted, when was she posted? August 5th. Today, okay, I'm reading this August 7th, so that's like 2 days ago. You can't trap a confident, unbothered woman. On the other hand, women who are well past their sell-by date eagerly snap on the Meghan bait. I haven't laughed in any of the tweets so far that I read this morning, but this one is good one. On the other hand, women who are well past their sell-by date eagerly snap on the Meghan bait. They tell on themselves every time. She has become my go-to to vet authenticity. They are a nope if they are in the shade with her. It works 100%. A certain rebel could learn a thing or two, though I do believe that she's just actually one of the many white women who is covertly racist and extremely embittered over Meghan's status, so was more than happy to play innocent while lying about that interaction to fuel the Meghan slander. Okay, I'm not sure what they're making reference to. So it's not Shanduka, the Santa Bali thing. Has something else. I'm not sure, because there she is saying white woman. Absolutely. Some have been surprisingly good and some shockingly bad. Who knew? Don't judge a book by its cover. Oh, it could be what's her name? Who's dating Liam Neeson? Oh my god. What's her name? Pamela Anderson. Okay, so there it is. Pamela will never. Is the same kind that walk into the trap, loving me some karma. It was a very smart answer. Yeah, it has to be with Pamela, who was talking to Cohen, Andy Cohen. Has anyone been bullied as bad as Meghan has been by the media? It just never stopped. How horrible for her and their little family. Those kids will grow up and end up reading this garbage about their mom. God is good. God is good. My goodness. These people are freaking evil. I'm thinking, as I'm saying this, I'm thinking of what she endured in the UK. The family, the royal family is still going at it for Harry, because Harry, well, they push Harry out and all of that. But anyway, this is the next tweet. Now, I see a lot of squaddies talking about these couples, these two young couples. I think there's a TV show somewhere. I don't know from where. So the squaddies are liking them in the same aspect as Meghan. My whole timeline is Princess Meghan and Nicolandria only. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, who is Nicolandria? Let's see here. Maybe I might see some stuff here. Okay, Love Island Nicolandria teams up for steamy swimsuit shoot. Okay, so this, a lot of the squad been talking about that. Those two young couples. So there's some TikTok videos, and there they are here. Okay, so that's from what was the thing I just read? Love Island. Yeah, Love Island. So the squad been talking about that. So there's Meghan here. Alright, so there's a music. So the squad been talking about that. A lot of tweets. So this is the first time I'm mentioning on my channel. I don't watch Love Island. Okay, being a Sussex squaddy has prepared me so well for what Nicolandria is being trashed. Oh, are they? Okay, I'm so resilient that I just pass and move to all the positive content. Nick pursue her while she didn't even consider him as a possibility. People hating for the same reason they be hating on Meghan. But like you, it doesn't bother me because we've seen this before. Okay, so is she getting some hate kind of thing? Because the other guy is going after her? I don't know. I'm just reading that. I guess it's jealousy. They were hoping the guy to go after them instead. I don't know. Many women hating on Nicolandria are giving me the same vibes the Rangers gave me. They want to replace her so bad. That's what I think too, even though I haven't watched that show. They can't help but pour the hate for all to see. They even pretend to hate Nick too, just to get a dig at O. We know to drown out the hate with all positive and love. There's that. Same. I found my people. Alright, so that's all I have. So yeah, I'm gonna do another video. It's already 6 o'clock. I've been recording since what, 4 regarding Santa Bali. So I'm gonna do some recording regarding Andrew. Okay, I'm not gonna put it in this video. The next video, I'm gonna start with that. Okay, couple days ago I was seeing a lot of tweets regarding Andrew, and then the Santa Bali and Meghan's birthday, and then the wine, all of that came. So I did all the recording first before I start talking about Andrew. And then there's the thing, the Montgomery ball. I don't know if I'll record that. It's kind of funny, but anyway, let's do a prayer so we could end this video. My last recording, I said prayer for protection. So let's keep that and pick something below it. Okay, prayer for family. Dear God, I lift my family up to you today. I can't control what life brings their way, but I trust in you to take care of them. Please keep them safe and close to your heart. Give them the strength and wisdom they need to navigate through their day. May you be the controller of our family. Okay, so that's a very good one. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. So that was the last video that I edited tonight, and then I've been recording ever since. So I will be putting this public later today. Okay, I wanted to make sure there's no issues. Alright, and I'll do thumbnails for it later. I think I started doing the thumbnails. That's this. And I need to fix that. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better